What's going on, guys? Guided by Jesus here, bringing you another awesome Clash Royale video. And on today's episode, I'd like to share with you guys an awesome free-to-play deck. This is the deck right here. As you guys can see, there's absolutely no legendaries in this deck. And what this deck is, it's a hybrid of two strategies that have been working amazingly in this game, which one of them is the Hog Rider Ice Golem, backed up by the archers and the Mega Minion, and the other one I actually put into this deck, guys, the concept of Zap Bait, which is why I added the Inferno Tower and the Skarmy, which is the Skeleton Army. And you'll most frequently see this deck being used with a Tombstone, maybe a Cannon, and Ice Spirit, as you guys see down there. And that's what I was using at first. I was trying out the deck to see if it worked and to bring it to you guys. And it did work. I mean, I would win one, maybe get a draw, lose one, win another one. So I was staying consistently around 3,800 trophies. And then I decided to incorporate this Zap Bait. And that's where I added the Inferno Tower and the Skeleton Army. And as you guys were able to see there, right after doing that, I got one draw and 5 wins, bringing me back to over 4,000 trophies. As you guys know, we were having we had the trophy reset last night, from Sunday to Monday, and so right after that, I started using the deck with the Ice Spirit and the Tombstone, and it made me drop to 3,800 trophies, guys. So after I incorporated the Zap Bait concept into this deck, I've been doing just awesome. Can't wait to see where this deck actually takes me. And so we had a pretty decent start there, being able to get 3 hits with the Hog Rider. I used the Skeleton Army here, and instead of using the Inferno Tower, since he did have those archers to back him up, I decided to keep the Inferno Tower a secret, so he will not know that I have an Inferno Tower to use next time he uses that Royal Giant, guys. So my Hog Rider was able to push through those Barbarians and get another 3 hits or so. My Mega Minion is going to clean up his Barbarians right here, the Miner, and both of these Barbarians here, I think it's going to get 1 hit on the tower, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and just allow that Mega Minion to push with the help of these archers. He does use a wizard there, so I do see an opportunity to fireball, taking out the wizard and doing damage to the tower. I'll use my Skarmy here to defend against this mini P.E.K.K.A. He zaps, but still not able to get any hits with that mini P.E.K.K.A. into my tower. So that was a pretty good trade right there with the Skeleton Army. And so I know that he has the Barbarians, and I just used my Fireball, so I know that I have to be smart here, and I can't just push through with the Hog Rider because he has the Barbarians. So I waited out here, try to see if he's gonna make a first move, and then I make sure that I have my Fireball there to take out his archers as well as his Barbarians, guys. And now I'm able to make this push here with the Hog Rider. He does use the Wizard and the mini P.E.K.K.A. there to take it out, but I was still able to get some decent hits. Keep in mind that this guy has a very, very good deck as well, with backed up by a legendary, which is the Miner in this case, which is level 2. Look at the level of his other cards, guys. Level 12 archers, level 11 Royal Giant. His cards just overall overpower my cards, but the fact that this deck is just so good, I'm able to keep up with this guy. And so right now we are tied. We're going into sudden death here, and this is gonna end up being a 2-tower game. And so I mount a strong push here on the left, using my Hog Rider behind that Ice Golem. That is the main push of this deck, guys. The Fireball there, being able to take down the Barbarians as well as the Wizard and doing damage to the tower. So I'll use my Skeleton Army here first to bait that zap. He does zap, but my Skeleton army was able to take out his Royal Giant. So yes, he did inflict a lot of damage right now, but I was able to make a huge push here with this counter attack because he was very low on elixir, guys. He was not able to properly defend against it, and check this out. In only one push, we were able to take out that entire tower, which was almost at full HP, guys. So we just beat a level 11 with much higher level troops than we had right there with that deck. And keep in mind, guys, I just started using this deck for the sake of helping you guys out, because I am a free-to-play player, but fortunately I was able to get some legendaries off of chests, which I've shared the footage of that with you guys in the previous videos, as well as I've bought, I think, 2 legendaries from the shop with gold that I've saved up over the course of playing this game. And so I like to bring this kind of gameplay to you guys to help those of you that maybe were unfortunate to get some legendary cards yet. And so next game here, we're playing this time against the level 10, but he does also have a pretty good level cards as well as a legendary here. And he is using a very effective deck, which is the giant backed up by the minion, mega minion, I'm sorry, and archers. That is a very common deck right now. And he does have barbarians as well. So let's see how we're gonna play this out. We're pretty tied at the moment. I'm just gonna use my mega minion here to cancel out his mega minion. I'll do the same here with the archers. I'm trying at this point to just learn his cycle, just learn what he has in his hands, and before I can make a stronger push. The reason why I used my Skarmy there, even though he had that Ice Wizard, is because that was only a level 1 Ice Wizard, and level 9 skeletons are actually able to survive one hit from the Ice Wizard. Unfortunately there, I did misplace the Ice Golem by a little bit, which made the Hog Rider go in front of it. I'll use the archers here to cancel out this Musketeer, which in my opinion is a great trade. Canceling out that 4 elixir Musketeer with only 3 elixir. And so now I pretty much have this guy's deck figured out. So I will hold on to my Inferno Tower to defend against his giant, and I will mount my push here in the opposite lane. This time my Hog Rider pushes the Ice Golem out of the way there, and maybe if I had waited a split second longer, that would have worked out better. And look at what I do here on the left, guys. I use the combination of the Inferno Tower along with the Skeleton Army, and he has to choose one to zap, and whichever one he zaps will end up leaving the other one to defend. So he zapped the Inferno Tower, leaving my Skeleton Army up to take out the rest of his troops right there. So once again here, I was able to properly defend with the combo of Skeleton Army and Inferno Tower. And now all I have to do is get one hit of the Hog Rider with a Fireball. But I have to be careful here because I don't want him pushing me on the left and then not having anything to defend with. I'll take the opportunity here to Fireball his archers as well as some of those barbarians. And I'll place the Inferno Tower here to distract and kill his giant. Now that he's zapped, I'll place my Skarmy here. So his Mega Minion is completely distracted. So now all I have to do is cycle through to my Hog Rider or Fireball. Fireball is in my hands, and that's how I finished the game, guys. So that was a pretty competitive game right there. My opponent had a really good deck, and he knew how to use it, guys. And I'm still learning this deck. But anyway, the fact that we were able to beat him, even though he had high level cards with legendary in his hand, that is just impressive in my opinion. And I'm still learning this deck, guys. So trust me, if I was able to do this, if I was able to get to 4,000 trophies with this deck, so could you guys. Just follow these strategies that I'm showing you right here. I do zap there the Skarmy, however the Ice Golem had already taken them out. So like I told you guys, I'm still learning this strategy, and if I had mastered this strategy, I would have known not to use the zap there, because the Ice Golem were gonna take down the skeleton army. And so let's see, he does place a Royal Giant here, which is level 11, pretty good level Royal Giant here. Our Inferno Tower properly takes it down. He uses the lightning here a little bit too late, and now I know he doesn't have elixir in his hand, so I mount a strong push here on the right side. The Hog Rider getting some good damage here. I take a little too long to hit that zap. Maybe if I was faster, my Hog Rider would have gotten at least one more hit. But we're looking pretty good here, guys. 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. Our towers are pretty much untouched, and we have one of his towers at less than half of the HP. So we're gonna play a little defensive here, putting our archers all the way in the back. And we do that as well because of the fact that we didn't have the Ice Golem and Hog Rider in hand. And that is the main push. That is the one push of this deck that is gonna end up guaranteeing us some damage onto the tower. And check it out, only the archers survived, but only the archers were able to do 400 damage to his tower. We're looking pretty good here, guys. Only 50 seconds left on the clock, and now we have another good push here. He wasted 6 elixir on that Royal Giant, which is not going to be able to help his defense take out my push. And meanwhile, my Mega Minion and my archers are already taking down his Royal Giant. My Inferno Tower is gonna finish the job. He used the lightning once again, and guys, that is not smart at all. You want to use the lightning only if you're getting value from it, from destroying a certain amount of troops like Musketeer, Ice Wizard, and whatnot, or if you have some troops still alive to be doing damage to the tower after you use the lightning. And that's how we take that tower down, guys. That is game over. So I do want to share one more replay with you guys, and so you guys can see how this deck works and hopefully try it out and have success with it. I really hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you do, please don't forget to hit the like button, guys, because that really helps the channel out. And here we go. We're having another match here against a level 10. He is using a pretty unique deck here. We don't see this as often, but nonetheless, he still has the giant, archers, skeleton army, troops that are really strong in the current meta. So my Hog Rider Ice Golem push there on the left. His bomber, his skeleton bomber was able to take down my archers in one hit, guys. So that was not good for us right there. I have to keep a note of the next time I make that push to keep my archers a little bit more distanced from my Hog Rider, so he is able to inflict a good amount of damage here into our tower. But guys, a huge thing about this game is learning to adapt, study your opponent's deck, guys. So the fact that I noticed that he doesn't have barbarians, I know that I don't have to save the fireball. So what do? I use the fireball right there to help take out that giant and take out that bomber. And I know that he's not gonna have barbarians or 3 musketeers, and so there's no point of me saving that fireball, guys. So it's all about adapting and improvising. And so what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and mount my push on the left. The last time that I pushed on the same side as him, it didn't work. So why keep insisting on the same mistake, right? So let's go ahead and do something different. And in this case, we're gonna attack on the opposite lane. So I'm gonna use my Skarmy here to defend against his prince. If you guys noticed, my last push was able to deal about 900 damage to his tower while still maintaining an even elixir trade, so that was awesome. we're gonna use the Inferno Tower here to take down his giant. And like I said, I don't need this to save this fireball, so what do? I take down those minions, which would have helped take down my Inferno Tower, and then I would have been in big trouble, guys. And my Ice Golem, being that it's only level 7, I believe, don't take out those level 10 skeletons, so I was forced to use a zap there. Because he has much higher level troops than me, it makes it a little harder, guys. But because this deck is still super effective, we're doing a pretty good job here against him. So we're gonna make that push once again. This time we're gonna fireball his minions while hitting the tower as well. Pretty good attack here by us, and we take his tower with only 5 seconds left on the clock, and that is game right there. And that is the game, guys, that got me back to over 4,000 trophies. So I really wanted to bring this deck to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if any questions at all regarding this deck, feel free to comment down below, guys, and test this deck and let me know how you guys do with it. I really appreciate all the comments that I've been getting lately, thanking me for the decks that I bring you guys and telling me about how far you guys are getting with it and that you guys are having success with it. That is really gratifying, guys, and it does help me keep going and motivating me to do this more often, guys. Make sure to hit that like button, guys, to help the channel out. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that like button because it really helps the channel, guys. Comment down below for requests on future video, guys, and subscribe for more Clash Royale content.